Hello everybody, my name is Gilgamoth and welcome to episode 4 of Courtright Line. Good morning everybody and welcome back to my Courtright Line series on Farming Simulator 25. You may have noticed we're now into August the 2nd and that our money has gone down a little as we've paid Walter for the field from last episode. This means that our new field needs to be harvested and then prepped, and after a brief conversation with Mrs. Gilgamoth we're going to merge that with our field next door and then plant canola so it matches the existing half. She's also decided to help out around the farm more, at least driving tractors for now, to save on worker costs, especially after yesterday's wage bill. In the infamous words of Baldric, she also has a cunning plan, but we'll get to that in a bit, as we need to start on the day with a lot to do. There goes Mrs. Gill to our new plot of land, and we'll follow along in the combine. So, what is Mrs. Gilgamoth's cunning plan? Well, she's going to let them eat cake. She likes to make them, and I like to eat them. But unfortunately for my growing waistline, she makes more than I can realistically eat. That means starting a bakery, and whilst we can get everything from the cash and carry, we all know that everything tastes better if it's homegrown with love. Of the 6 main ingredients in the cake recipe of butter, eggs, flour, milk, strawberries and sugar, at least 5 of those we can look to produce on the farm ourselves. The only one we will struggle with is sugar, as this is not the climate to be able to grow it in. So there you have it, Mrs. Gilgamoth's plan for world domination. I'm sure Pinky will be very impressed. But this does mean that we need animals around the farm, and as such we need to make sure that we can feed them and house them, which is probably what we'll end up doing with some of the spare space around fields 63 and 62. With this in mind, that also means that we've added mowing the grass that we've got on the spare land at the side of field 63 to the long list of jobs that need doing. This will help give us some feed for the animals when we finally get them and we can store it over the winter. This is something Mrs. Gill can do in the tractor whilst I take the planter and everything out onto the new field. But that's a problem for future us. Right now we need to harvest this wheat and get this field all sorted with canola. Well, these large-headed combines really do make short work of small fields. Now that we've finished harvesting, we need to collect the straw, and then we can do the prep work on the field. As Mrs. Gill, and anybody that knows me will attest, I'm not exactly a morning person, but these sunrises are really quite beautiful. However, as much as I would love to stand and watch this, I've got lots of work to do, so I better crack on. Well, that's the baling done. I think we got around 40 bales for that. I've messaged Mrs. Gill to come and pick them up, but I've not heard back, so we'll head back to the farm and see what's going on. Oh, there's the tractor and the bale trailer. I wonder where Mrs. Gill's got to. Bet she's gone back to the house for something. Anyway, we'll put the baler and the tractor away and then start on the next task. Oh, there she goes to pick up the bales. I must have just missed her. Anyway, time for the next job. Well, that's the first hopper of lime done. Looks like we're going to need at least one more, so quickly back to the farm and fill up from the silo. It looks like Mrs. Gill is almost done with her mowing, but it seems like I forgot to show her how to turn the swather on. After she's used the tedder to dry it out into hay, it looks like I need to take a trip down to the dealer to be able to pick up a swather to put it back into nice neat lines for us to be able to pick up with the baler. Well, that's the liming finished, so we can now fill this up and put it away and then on to the next job, mulching. Mulching done, on to cultivation. It looks like it's tedder time. There goes Mrs. Gill, off to dry out that grass. And that's the cultivating done. Looks like Mrs. Gilgamoth is nearly done with the tedding, so I need to go find a swather to be able to pick all this up and bale it. Hands up if you noticed the schoolboy error. Yes, I spent nearly all of my money buying that instead of just leasing it for the one field we needed to do. Oh well, we have it now, and we'll be able to use it again in future, I'm sure. Okay, time to go pick it up from the dealer. I wonder who this is. Oh, it's Walter. At least I can keep driving with my Bluetooth headset on. Good morning, Walter. How are you?
Morning, Gil. I'm good, thanks. And you?
Yeah, all good here, thanks. Just on the way to the dealer to pick up a windrower. What can I do you for?
I saw you out in the field this morning, wondering if, when you're done, you can do me another favor today?
Oh, sure, my friend. What do you need?
I have a field of wheat, the one marked 58 on the county map, that needs harvesting. If I send along the combine and a truck, can you get some of the locals to help?
Yeah, I'm sure we can help out. Mrs. Gilly's busy, so I'll need to find at least 3 helpers, but I'm sure it can be done.
I'll text you the number of a couple of reliable locals I've used, and you already know Jen, so I'm sure someone will be able to help out.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's someone looking for work. I'll call you when I'm done.
Thanks, Gil. Speak to you later.
Well, it looks like Walter's really struggling with his harvest this year, so we'll do what we can for him, especially if he's going to discount fields for us as he starts to sell them off. We just need to finish getting canola into our own fields and getting it rolled and weeded, and then we can go and help him out. Well, that's the windrower all set up for centre swaths. I'm sure Mrs. Gilgamoth would blame me if it was wrong, so at least it's all set up and ready to go for her. I'll drop this tractor off at the field for her as I head back to the farm, and that way once she's finished what she can do, she can quickly jump between tractors and keep going. I've just realised that trying to use that very large seed hawk on half a field is going to prove a nightmare, so I've just leased a smaller seeder from the dealership just to do this half field. That means another trip back to the dealer, so please just bear with me while I get myself sorted. Well, that's another job done. We can get this emptied of excess seed and take it back to the dealer. If we're not careful, the dealer's going to start charging us rent the amount of time we've been there. Let us see how Mrs. Gilgamoth is getting on with that windrowing. It looks like she's just got the headlands to go, so I better go and drop this cedar off at the dealer and then go and grab the baler for her. Phew, well that's this field all sorted now, both halves, and we can leave it until next July when it'll need harvesting. Let's go see what Mrs. Gilgamoth is up to. She may have finished baling that hay by now. Once we've done that, she can collect it with the bale trailer, and then we can go and help Walter in field 58. Well, that's all our jobs done and our equipment put away. Here's Mrs. Gill now. Let's see what she's been up to. Hey baby, all done?
Yes, that field is all done now. It just needs the bales collecting.
Thanks. Are you okay doing that whilst I go and help Walter again?
That's fine. I'm just going to nip in the house. I forgot to get something out for dinner.
That's no problem. I'll leave you to go and collect the bales whilst I go and take the combine up to the field. Speak to you later.
Bye.
It's been a very productive morning and we've managed to get our field harvested, prepped and replanted, so that's all done until next July. With that, we'll call it for this episode, and if you've enjoyed it, please remember to like and subscribe, as it helps with the YouTube algorithm. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time here on Courtright Line.